Hi you guys, I'm Dr. Neeta Bhushan. In this video, we are talking about boundaries. I come from an Asian background, and typically as Asians, we don't really have any boundaries. Whenever I do these types of workshops in different parts of the world, people are always asking me, what are boundaries? Why do we even need them? If you don't have boundaries, it equates to low self-esteem. And I see this all across the board because low boundaries or zero boundaries or no boundaries just means that people are going to walk all over you. You are a people pleaser. And I know for some of you this might be triggering, and I'm sorry, but somebody has to pull the Band-Aid off because we're really talking about this and this is only for your benefit. So if you aren't ready to hear what I'm about to say, maybe this video is not for you. But for the rest of you, let's dig in and let's dive into how to actually create boundaries. So number one, know what you stand for. Do you have a certain set of values that you believe in? From there, you can start to create what actually lights you up, which means those are values that you are so passionate about that you stand for. Okay, and I'll give you an example. I stand for women's rights, and I want to make sure that women are empowered every single day, and it's only because of my upbringing. Know what you stand for. Number two, along with that, is you want to be able to set your non-negotiables. So these are things that you just have no patience for. These are things that really get on your last nerve. And for some of you, it might be if somebody's a minute late to your call, to your meeting, to meeting you up, you feel like time is so valuable, that is an example of a non-negotiable. Number three, being able to create timelines and deadlines for yourself. Now, in a context of work and business, this is gonna be easy, right? Because you know that if something is not met to your standard or at a timeline that you've created or a deadline you've created, then you know somebody has crossed your boundaries. So for instance, for many of you who work with people, you know that after a certain time, they're probably not supposed to text you. They're probably not supposed to send you an email after so-and-so time, or probably not supposed to WhatsApp you. Whatever the situation is, you want to be able to state those deadlines and timelines for you that protect you. Number four, decide what your consequences are and stick by them. How is it that you are going to relate a certain boundary has been crossed if, let's say, somebody texts you at 10 p.m. and they just wanted to chit chat and you're not available? How are you going to convey that they have crossed your boundaries? This is where boundaries can actually be so important, not only in strengthening you as a person, but getting you super clear on what you're going to stand for and what you're not going to stand for. And lastly, tip number five, stand by your word. Boundaries are there to protect you. If people are crossing your boundaries, if people are saying things to you that you don't necessarily like, if people are expecting things from you that you didn't really have an agreement on, say something. There are ways to actually say things that are more tactful and that are more respectful, but you want to be able to convey your feelings. You want to be able to convey and communicate. Convey and communicate and stand by your word. As always, if this video gave you joy and gave you lots of value, please feel free to share, like, comment below, and I will see you soon.